For our half kneeling bent press, we will be sitting in a tall half kneeling position with one knee on the floor and the other foot in front of us. For our purposes, I will be cueing the right side. So with the left knee in the floor and right foot planted on the floor as well, I want them on train tracks, not a tightrope. This is going to give you a nice wide base, which is going to make you more stable in this movement that is historically one that is very challenging balance-wise. It is also so that we can create a tripod with our base by spinning the bottom leg out. So the knee that is down in the floor, that hip is going to be externally rotating, which is going to place that leg's foot in line with the front foot that is planted on the floor. Again, aerial perspective of this would be a triangle or a tripod. Once that bottom leg is spun out, we will be taking the front rack position kettlebell and rotating back until our elbow is stacked over what would be our back pocket. We will be staring at the kettlebell this entire movement all the way down and up. Because we're going to be getting upside down essentially with this movement, we want to make sure that we know where we are in space, and that kettlebell is going to go wherever you look. So you want to make sure it stays overhead. You're going to have your hand turned out in line with where your chest is facing. Your pinky is going to be away from you, and that's very important because we want to keep the shoulder in an external rotation so that we can engage the lat and use it to help stabilize us, not just our shoulder, when we go underneath the weight. We're also going to try to maintain contact between the tricep and lat the entire movement until we absolutely can't anymore, and that's then when we will press underneath the bell. So as we are starting to bend underneath this weight, I'm going to think of pushing my pinky away from me. That's going to be opening up in the elbow and essentially having that top part of my arm resting on my back. Again, I have the support of my torso, which is going to make this arm much stronger and makes this movement specifically a great one to get a really heavy weight overhead because you have that extra support of your body. When you get to the point where your elbow is opened up to 90 degrees and you have reached the bottom of the movement by way of running into the floor, you will then fully extend your arm. Still staring at it, you will then sit upright until the kettlebell is overhead in your tall half kneeling position, and then you'll bring the bell back down to the front rack to repeat.